It was number 11, and we have a lot of these already recorded and archived. So I'll add that to our playlist so you guys feel like you have like the full sequencing to review on video. And the videos are really good to review. I really encourage you to sit with them, write them down, pause them, repeat, all of that. I don't expect you to get it in a weekend or a day, you know, especially some of these technically challenging poses where you're really going to have to flex your skills, you know, learn some new skills. Black Swan sequence. This is one of the sequences, like I said, that I would like put together as a flow, as kind of a dance. And would it be helpful to see the whole thing? Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, usually I'm not like, look at me, because then I just practice and you guys are like, oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'll just stand here. But yeah, I'll show you how I originally created it, and then I'll show you how I break it down and how we're going to get little bite-sized pieces and work with them, because the yoga is in everything, right? Yoga poses, I mean, you can pretty much, okay, so where's she going? I don't mind. Yeah, where's she going? So yeah, so what I love about, and if you guys want to follow along, I may not do every single thing, but if you want to follow along, I really like the outlines to be out and visually available, so you can follow or at least see parts of it. Okay? So my swing's kind of low, and it's okay. It could be higher. It's easier if it's lower, just FYI. So I like to start out in this sequence in a really low bottom. And it's just really nice. The first thing that we want to do before we try anything crazy is open up, right? And I think that's the part that people skip. They just want to get to the flips and the crazy stuff, where for me, this feels amazing. And I am grounding one knee and then the other, going back and forth, and just taking my time, getting the body open. Then I push into my feet, come forward into a low camel, and then back, low camel, back. So as you can see, anyone can do this first part, right? The warm-up lap is pretty much for anyone, and I like to kind of create a lot of, I made a slow flow a while ago. If you guys want to look up that video, that's really nice. That was just a lot of all this, which we're familiar with some add-ons, and that's really sweet. And then from there, once we feel warmed up, we can go into a bridge. Now, that might be too much for someone, right? So they would stay in the low camel instead. This is our preparation, right? We want to get the swing to lift and support our heart, and if it's flaring out the ribs, which happens a lot, then we want to get the swing lower. Okay, so you can just use your hands to push it down lower. I'm going to flip this over so you have some grip. It's okay to slide, but so I'm up my mat, so I can actually, otherwise it'll be a floating wheel instead of a wheel where I can actually stick my hands and feet on the ground. Okay. Then from here, I usually wrap one leg. You can hop it. You can do it without hopping too, but hopping is the easy way. And then from here, we're going to do a back walk over into a side spin. Okay? Now if that doesn't happen, we can get into the side spin from our forward fold. Right? Into our side plank. So we're in our forward fold. You take one leg out, you're here. So the back walk over doesn't happen today. It ain't no thing. However, I do want to go into, you can have it be like a side curl, basically. It's like a low side curl where you're on your forearms. But I do like to come up onto my hands and just practice coming into side curl. Loose translation. And then we're going to go to the kickstand, which is like another form of an ollie, where we bring one forearm down and bring the leg over. Okay? And then we're going to come back down. And this looks just like we learned earlier, right? So that could be our side plank into Vajrasana. If you want to go into the foot hold, you have to turn the swing over. Right? You turn it really towards the sky and bring the swing up to the waist. If the swing is on your hip joint, it's not going to go as well. Okay, so that's the first part that I like to do. Second part is the black swan that you guys have probably already seen, because then after you go into, I'll face the camera, basically after you go into, and watch out for the pinchy, by the way. You have to get the swing into just the right spot or it's not great. Okay, so after we come down, side, kickstand, over, and then of course we can go right into black swan from here, which is basically going to be the standing splits. Coming out. Remember, the float out is really important, so then we can reach up and grab. And then there's a bunch of different spins. We're going to learn the side spins, but I showed you guys the same spin last time, which is a crowd favorite. So we'll learn that one first, but there's a few different ones. We can incorporate each other. So let's just do the first part, work on our bridge, work on our wheel, work on our half wheel, or with one leg up, wrapping it around, and then I will break down the back flip, back walkover. And if you're not into the back walkovers, if that's not interesting, you can just basically come into a side plank, which is what I showed you guys earlier. That's why we like kind of prepped you for that variation. Okay, stand up. Standing in the center of the mat, swing it in front of us. No. Sorry, we're gonna come into coming into sumo. And then feet together, in front of the mat. So low bata, I like to call it low bata. Now in this pose, we're gonna let the swing right up really high, higher than normal, and that means our knees can come closer to the ground. If anybody's swing is really high up, it's gonna be more challenging, but everybody's looking good. Yeah, you can let your swing right up a little bit more, Petra, so you get lower. Yeah. So it's actually pulling on the subscap in this really interesting way. Yay! Push one knee down, other knee down. We just play with it. And then push the feet into the ground, front of the mat, knees forward, knees back. Forward, all the way to a low camel. Straight sink up. So everybody come forward and pause. And then come on back nice and slow. So feet are at the front of the mat, tears out, and then the toes stay tucked under. Your mats are a little bit big, so probably about, yeah, that's it. So the knees almost touch. Okay, good. Then from here, first we just want to come into a supported wheel, right? And then you'll notice that the swing needs to be a lot lower, right? So otherwise it's just going to flare out the ribs like we talked about earlier. So give it a little hop and get it at the waist if you want to try to get your hands on the ground. So low camel to wheel.
So this is where I can feel my swings high. Should I drop it a little?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying, that push it down to your waist and then try it. It'll feel way better. Sometimes I can just drop back and it'll slide down, otherwise just take a pause. Yeah, so hands are planted, feet are planted, you can have your toes up to get a little bit more space if you want to straighten your arms. Okay, now reach up and grab for the swing. Let's wrap the right leg around. Like a half lotus, and then plant the foot again, push the hands down, half wheel, and you'll notice your back foot is going to want to float. So you wrap your leg outside in, so really got the hook, and straighten the top leg as much as you can. Yeah, you really have to straighten the arms here to be in the full wheel. Yeah, that's it. Awesome. Okay, so we're halfway there. Everybody come up, grab for the swing. Bring the leg down, take a pause. So, the back walkover. Let me just show you in little bite-sized pieces, and then maybe we'll even buddy up to have a spotter. It's just one of those things you have to practice it, practice it, practice it. Trust that the swing's got you. I mean, you're this close to the ground, but you just have to kind of like let the swing take you, because it spins you, and that just takes a little bit of trust. Okay, so looks like this. I'm going to I have to plant my hands down, straighten them. I have to bring my knee through center, so now my knees are like touching, and then I come through, and then it spins me out. Okay, so my feet are going to point to the front of the mat. Okay, so I'm in my half plank. You want to see it again?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's a little tricky, and I want you to just try it and have a good sense of humor, since you're like, what? Or just practice coming into the half plank and doing side crow. If you don't want to do a back walkover, I totally understand. It's more of like a gymnastics thing than a yoga thing, but it's good to just get the dynamics down, which is the knees squeeze towards one another, okay? And then I have to hook my leg all the way up. If it slides to your knee, it's gonna come off. Does that make sense? So I have to bend both knees into my chest to get it to stay on. That's the most common thing I see. And you have to let yourself spin, which means your head is gonna face towards the back and your feet are gonna face towards the front. And then from there, it's pretty easy to plant the hands. And this is a little bit of an oblique workout, so we'll get to that. But if anybody wants to just practice from floating plank, taking one leg out, and coming back and forth into side plank. You don't have to do the bridge for it, okay? And that's how they would teach it in a class, just like that. Okay, so pick your favorite leg. Wrap one leg. Plant your hands, your arms have to be straight. Yep, good. Pull your knees towards one another. That's right. And then go ahead and come all the way over and let yourself spin around. So don't hook your foot, Carolyn. Yeah, unhook your foot. Just point your toes towards the sky.
So I didn't spin.
Well, were you supposed to keep both hands? Well, remember your head is going to face the back of the mat, so your hand has to be towards the back. Yeah. Don't hold on with your hand like that. You can just bring your hand towards the sky. You don't have to hold on with your hand. So, Carolyn. Okay. I was like, you. Yes. So you're like, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which way
This way, the way you don't want to go, and then spin out.
That way.
Yeah. So if you bring your foot towards the sky, it'll slide towards your knee. You have to tuck your knees into your chest. But that's good. It's good to do the little face plant a couple times. Seriously, to figure out where it is in space. So you don't want to keep your foot hooked because you're going to get all tangled up. Okay? So pull straighten the arms. The arms have to be straight. Pull your knees together. Ooh. Yeah. And spin out. So you have to, your hands are at the back of the mat. Yeah, you have to let it spin.
The back meaning behind my head? Or like, oh yeah. Okay.
So knees together, bend the knees. Yes. Okay. Straighten the arms. If you don't straighten the arms, you can't get all the way over. That's all right. So it's kind of like you have to be in an L shape to get the hook. So you can see why I stopped teaching this, right? Yeah. It was good for like a month, and then I was like, nah. I mean, so your hands are at the back of the mat here, so you have to spin it out. Yeah. It's really fun. But you have to be willing to like fumble a few times before like getting the touchdown. Yeah. Getting closer. Yep. So you're gonna stay on 12 and 6. Okay? Yeah. Yes. 12. That's to that 12 and 6. So that's the line of energy that we keep the entire time. Okay. Thank God for clocks, right? Yeah. Just try it with each leg and just notice if you can. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Keep spinning. 12 and 6. So hands wind up at 6 o'clock. Here. And then feet wind up at 12. Yeah. So from that, get used to it. It does spin you around. Oh yeah, it's pinchy. Can I watch you do it for a moment? Yeah, of course. There you go. Okay, so you guys are all at the back of the mat with the half plank down. I like this. I didn't see how you got there, but yeah, good. Yeah, so come into half plank, Petra. Just pull one leg up towards the sky and then let it come through. Straight arms, yeah, exactly. Let it come through and then half plank, yeah, pinchy, pinchy, careful.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, come up and watch one more time, Shoshana. The arms have to be straight because you're landing on your head, right? So
Okay.
you don't want to land on your head. The arms have to be straight. That's like one of the most important cues in terms of safety.
I'm having a hard time remembering what to do with my legs.
Yep.
So.
So, half wheel, okay, pull the knees together, and then you have to spin out. See, my hands stay back here, and you have to let your body go like basically 180 degrees. Yeah. And the knees pulling into the chest keeps it up high, otherwise it will do that if you bring your leg towards the sky. Yeah.
So from
Knees towards, straighten your arms. The arms have to be straight. See, the legs, feet do not come towards the sky. Bend your knees towards your chest the whole time. Where's your chest? Yes. Now straighten your legs towards the ground. Straight arms. Yes. Straight arms. Yes. And that's the spin. Good. Yeah. Could you see where all the little pieces happen? Where the legs went up towards the sky.
I think my foot. So the legs don't launch.
Well, until I told you to pull the knees towards the chest and then straighten them out towards the ground. So
Yes.
if they go towards the sky, you will slide out. Okay, so let's all come into our side plank. That's all. Yeah, you guys can all face the back of the room. I think that's okay. You can still see me. Yeah, like as if you landed there. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I'm coming to get you. All right, let's start with the right leg up. Wait, sorry, I'm teaching backwards again. Let's start with the left leg up in the air, and then that one comes out. Oh, can you face the other way, love? Yeah, face the other way. Oh, I'll face the back. We're all gonna go in the same direction. Yeah.
Left leg.
Left leg up in through the center, and then comes out. So, hold up. Reverse to, yeah, reverse to the floating plank. Let's get the names down too. Floating plank. All right, good. Left leg goes up in the air through the center. I know we're not used to that. No, through the center.
Oh,
yes, and let it come out.
Oh.
I've taught you guys so well not to do that.
Okay,
Or
yeah,
at least
okay,
somebody
okay.
has. Yes, and now we're in our side plank. Good. Both hands down. Okay, so I'm going to pull my toes towards the right and try to keep my arms straight. It's going to be really hard. One elbow is going to try and bend, but
Oh, okay.
So you guys remember crow, right? Side crow. Anyhow, that's what that's mimicking. And now we're going to bent knees are easy. Yeah, that's okay. That's a good alternative. There's no cheating. That's really good. It's still working your it's still working your obliques. Okay, let's plant the right forearm down. So I call it kickstand because you have your kickstand on the left. I'm gonna bring left leg up towards the sky. All my weight is on my forearm, and then I bring it overhead. Keep going. Yeah, keep going, Kirsten. You got it. Good. That's it. Yeah, beautiful. All right, swing that leg all the way back around into side crow. All the way. Yeah. Back to kickstand, left, right elbow down, left leg up and over. And if you guys are feeling fancy, try and balance, right? So left arm can reach, yes, can reach the sky. It's okay to hook the swing because I will give you a little extra.
Over? Can you like fall over?
Yeah, it's balance. I mean, just like yoga. Not gonna go far, but absolutely. All right, so Vajrasana, or side plank with the leg lifted. Use the swing. Don't worry about cheating. You know what I mean? Use the swing. So, left leg goes on the left side. Is that making sense? Yeah, left leg on the left side. So, right hand down. Yeah, there you go. Good. And then, hold on to the swing. Roll your belly towards the sky. Slide the swing up towards your waist. Grab the toes first. And then bring the hand down. And it's way easier. Yes, Holly, that's it. Look towards the sky with your belly. Awesome. Or, let me help you, Tirza, for a second. So reach up and grab the swing with both hands. Roll your belly towards the sky so this goes to your waist. Now grab your toes.
Oh.
Yeah, then bring your hand back down.
Oh.
Yeah, and keep your belly rolling towards the sky. There, that's it. That's it. Isn't that awesome? So you can reach your foot, you just do it first. So bring that foot down, hold on to the swing with both hands. Get the around the waist is too low. Yeah, if it's at the butt, you can't do it. Like I can't do it. So go ahead. I know. I would say let's go back to the half plank and try it one more time like that. I'm getting lost. Okay, so plant the back foot down. You want to try it again? Yeah, the swing has to be on the front. Okay. Cool. Let's plant the right hand down, right foot down, roll the hips to the side wall, and then left arm towards the sky. Now reach up for the swing with both hands, slide across the waist. It has to go. Keep the foot planted on the floor if you can. Yeah. So now, left leg is towards the sky. Reach up and grab for the toes here.
So what if flexibility is an issue? I could bend my body.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Or grab for the calf or back of the knee or wherever you can reach.
Okay.
But yeah, try to keep the bottom foot grounded, because then the pose is right there. And once you have something, you can plank the foot, your hand back down. Alright, let's come back up.
And then to come out of it, do you just release into a sumo squat?
Yeah, well, we would actually go through the whole black swan thing, but we're taking bits and pieces because I want to do the other leg. We have two legs. Of course. We will not make you keep your clothes on. It's totally okay for us. I don't have my little buddy on, so I'm getting there. All right. So, does anybody want to try the back walk over to do the other leg, or just go right into side plank? Okay. So face. Yeah, no, please face that way. Everybody else, try to figure out which is the next leg that you need to do. So we lifted our left leg towards the sky and brought that out. So lift your right leg towards the sky, Petra, and bring that one out. Right leg towards the sky. Huh. Well, we for sure lifted the left, but okay. All right. So from here, warm up. Go camel. Whoop, that will happen. Yeah, just remember to pull the knees towards the chest. It does happen. Okay.
So left leg up now or right leg up now?
I'm just doing the left leg up. It could be the right. I don't know until I flip over.
I think for me it's left.
I can't tell. Nope, I did it right.
You did it right.
Yeah.
So left leg up. Okay.
Yeah, it's the other one. I can tell because my left, well, I'm backwards too, right?
Right.
Yeah. I can tell because my inner thigh is burning on the other leg. So, so yeah, it's the right leg up. Just trust that it's going to catch your. Oh. So not graceful.
Got it.
Okay. So now, coming into half plank on the other side, I'm planting my left hand down. All right, we're all going in the same direction now.
Well, I'm supposed to be going this way because I didn't last time.
Okay, good. Meet us in half plank, my friends. Yeah.
Or maybe I did go this way.
I feel like this is my new leg, but we're all facing the same direction, and let me see. I'd be happy to do whichever leg you guys want. Who votes to do the left leg on top now? Everybody? Anyhow, let's go left leg on top. Plant both hands down. Side crow. Do that a few times and really feel it. Feel what happens there in that pose. Yes, we're correct. Because their kickstand is now our left forearm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Right hand is the kickstand, and then the leg comes up and over. Come in through floating plank. Yeah. So Shoshana, next time just come in through floating plank and then get the leg out.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So let's come back into side crow. Left forearm down, right hand presses. So you have your right leg up and over. See if you can balance. It's a little bit challenging to find the right pivot point, but you can actually balance fully on your forearm. Back over to side crow. Oh my God. I practiced these for like 3 hours last night, so I'm like, okay, here's the other leg. Yeah, if you can, both hands up for side crow, but you can bend if you need to. But then it's the left forearm down. And then what we're gonna do from here is go right into our Vajrasana. All right? So you can have one leg up the swing, and you don't even need to grab anything.
I'm totally confused.
Plant the left hand down.
Yeah?
Yep. Right arm towards the sky, and then right leg towards the sky. Oh, you know why? Because you're on the wrong leg. By my instructions, can you get the other leg in there?
Yeah.
So come back to floating plank. Hands, okay. I wanted to guide you through it, but you're gonna get there. Okay, so then we're gonna reach up and grab for the swing with both hands. Rotate the belly towards the sky. Let the swing be across the waist. Grab for the toes first, and then plant the hand down if it's available for Vajrasana. So you guys have done this pose without the swing, right? It's super, super challenging. So just let the swing get that big openness and arch that we're looking for in the pose. Yeah. Good. And then from there, Tirza, I would spin back down and come into floating plank and then enter Black Swan. Do we need to do that one more time before we go into Black Swan? Anybody with air conditioning?
I think I need to do it like 20 times.
Yeah.
To get it personally.
I'm like, it's so easy. Just lift your leg, you grab the thing, you're gonna say, all right, I see. Push the change. There we go. It's only 86 degrees in here. We're fine. It's like Hawaii weather. Okay. You guys can actually see me better if we're all facing the same direction. If it doesn't go well, then I'd be happy to teach it backwards, but I'm going to try to teach it the same direction, okay? Swing at the hips, coming forward, lower into floating plank, and then from here, let's just say we were continuing on. We're going to wrap, let's start with the left foot around, and then pull up and plant the right foot in the center of the mat. I'm going to plant right hand down, left arm up. Really open up, reach back behind you. When you reach back behind you, you're going to hold on to the swing and spin out to the side. So we already prepped for this. Right? So we hop our right foot right underneath the hip. So hop it over, yes. Or fly away. Or that happens. Right? So get grounded. Reach up as high as you can with your left hand. All the way so your belly rolls towards the windows. Yeah, so we're in a half moon. Okay, then we're going to climb. So I'm going to reach up, grab for the swing with my right hand, and then my left hand can reach for the handhold. Yeah. Just watch for this one, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3. We'll do it on both sides again. Once I grab for the handhold, I can float. And usually a wrist wrap is preferred, just in terms of being able to stay. Awesome. So Black Swan number 1 is bending the knee, letting the bottom of the foot come towards the inner thigh. Okay. Then we're going to plant the foot down, roll the belly towards the ground, and come into a version of Nataraj. Okay. Holding onto the handhold with both hands. You can always hang and bend the standing leg, bottom of the foot towards the quad. A lot more stretch in the shoulders that way. And then we open it up, back to side plank. Roll your belly towards the sky. Now, notice if you roll your belly towards the sky, you have to bring your toes with you. So your toes are going to point over to the left. Rotate your foot. Then I'm going to hook my foot up and over. So I float again and cross my legs. I call it hammock, since we have a couple of hammocks. And then you arch and open. So belly towards the sky, Shoshana. Where's the sky? Up. Yeah, that way. That way you can reach with your free hand. Your right hand's going to reach up from the top of the swing. And then we bicep curl. It's important. Do this a few times. Do a crunch where your hands are by your chest. So you have to bend your elbows a lot. Just try that a couple times. Okay? And once you're there, keep your hands by your chest when you spin out, and you'll stay up high. Yes, yes, Deshaun. Otherwise, you land kind of quickly. Oh, yeah. So you have to pull up a lot. Like this. Yeah, because otherwise, if you're like this, it's not the strongest point. It'll be like, ooh, and you just come down quickly. You know, most people have their feet on the ground and you'll still spin out. But if you really want to get air on that one, you have to get that move. Okay, let's break that down nice and slow. Do the other side. We have 3 spins to go over. That's the easy spin. Just FYI. And you don't have to do the spins. You know, you could just do the half moon, black swan hang. That's great. And it feels good and come back down. You can always reverse it. So let's come into our forward fold. Let's hook right foot, straighten the leg, standing splits. Now the foot position is really important, so I'm going to keep giving those cues. So pay attention to where your foot is in terms of stacking underneath the hip. That's really helpful. Let's go ahead and plant left hand down. So straighten that top leg even more if you can. And we can usually straighten it more than we think, and we just have an event. We have longer lines of energy when the limbs are straight. Reach back behind you for your bum and then grab for the swing, yeah. Open the chest, even here, arch and open, stack the shoulders. And then pick up your hand, turn your toes to the left, and you'll float out to half moon. This is when you have to hop your foot. Yeah, hop your foot forward. So it's right underneath your head. So reach up a little bit higher, Caroline, and hop your foot forward towards your hand. Yeah, like that. Okay, good. And then we're gonna climb. So that looks like turning your belly towards the sky, taking your left hand and reaching it above the right. Woo! So get your foot right underneath your hip bone first, yeah. Look up towards the sky, reach up as high as you can with your left hand and hold on to the swing. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Now your right hand is free to grab. Keep that foot on the floor. So now we're in our half moon with the hand hold. Okay, yes. Yeah. And then you can try and float. Bend the standing leg, bottom of the foot goes towards the inner thigh. Beautiful, guys. We all made it. My angels. Good. Plant that foot down. Roll your belly down towards the ground so you have to bend the top leg. Okay. Now, reach up and grab for the handhold with both hands if you can. And just take a pause. If this is too much weight on the shoulders, just keep the elbows bent. Otherwise, I straighten my arms and I bend my standing leg and I bring the bottom of the foot towards my quad. If you want to hook here, so Holly, you could probably hook. You can hook one foot over the other on top of the swing. Not under, on top of the swing. Yeah. And then you can bicep curl and come, like, bring your head to your toes, which is, you know, a much bigger pose, but
Wow.
she's like, I want to say it. Okay, replant your left foot down. Come back through half moon. So your belly is going to face the back windows. So left hand releases. Yeah, straighten both legs. Yeah, all the way. There you go. Now, we're going to roll our belly towards the sky. Right? So let your toes come with you. Your toes are going to rotate and face the right. And then your left hand is free to hold the top of the swing as a nice hold. The hand hold's a little uncomfortable. Try the top of the swing with the left. Yeah, there you go. Okay, then we're going to float, kick up, and cross the legs. I call it hammock. Arch and open. Maybe this is as far as we go. Then try the bicep curl, but you pull your hands towards your chest, like it's like an elbow lock. And then stay there. Spin through center. Keep the lock. Woo! And you'll spin out. Yeah. Fun, challenging. So that's a sit and spin.
It was a really slow spin. I wonder what I did wrong that I...
That's not wrong. It's just different. Yeah. If I want to spin faster, I whip my body. You know, just the same like we do in the other poses. But slow is fun. Okay, I'm going to move this one and step on my phone again. Okay. Let's try some of the other flips. So eventually I can actually come all the way down and land it in the ollies again, if I wanted to. So let's see if we can unthread the leg. Try another version. I'm gonna, you guys are gonna watch. I'm gonna expedite the process and get into that last position. left leg. And so I reach up and use my obliques, that's what all those side crows were for, and just grab. So once you have, you know, once you're here and you can reach, just reach. Otherwise, hold on and then stable yourself and get your hand in there. Eventually, you'll just be able to pop up. Okay, so then I'm here, and then I'm going to unthread my top leg and spin through and come on down and come all the way around. Yeah, just like that. So let's do it again on the other leg, nice and slow. It's really fun. The threading through is the only real challenge there. And then what's great about that is you actually land in your forward fold and then can get into it. So watch for one more. And then we'll do the same thing where we expedite and go right into our half moon, into the hand hold, hook. Okay, so I'm going to take my leg out, spin through center. Woo! You have to release the hand hold or else you're going to stay up there. Come on down. It does look really cool. It is really fun. Okay, who wants to try it?
Me.
Everybody? Do you guys want to face me so I can see you this time? And I'll try and teach it backwards. Your hip flexors are going to be screaming. Tomorrow we do totally different things for those that are coming back, so don't worry about the hip flexors, they'll make it. But yeah, I've been practicing some of these things for days, and I'm like, my hip flexors are like, hi, how you doing? Your hip flexors. Okay, let's start with the right leg up. You're right. Wrap the leg around. Plant the left hand. Come through, half moon. Straight leg if you can. The other way. Oh. Yeah. No. And then see if you can reach up and grab for the handle. Just try it. Try using your obliques. So hop that foot so it's right underneath your hip. It'll help a lot. Yeah, upward. There it is. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. It's okay to make those adjustments. Okay. So we're going to come back into our hammock pose. Okay. So you're right. Bend the knee and pull it forward. Get the foot underneath the swing. Underneath. Yeah, like that. And then let it come through. Like that. Okay. Then we have to come through center. Okay. We're going to see if we can get this leg down. Wait a second. I'm in mid-spin. And then you release the handhold. Release the handhold and come on down. Here you go. And you're going to spin to, yeah. Okay, that's good. You can come into the, you get your leg in there.
How do I spin?
You go through center. That's one way. Yeah. I don't know what's here. Let's all face the same direction. That might help. I'm going to face this way so I can actually tell you guys. Like, what do we do? There's one direction that your body wants to go. It's not that way. It's the way you don't want to go. That's the only way I can describe it when your body's like, no, 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 don't go that way. So like, usually there's, yeah. So let's just practice figuring out which way to spin the other leg. Just watch for this one. Okay, so first of all, my leg is hooked. I spin in the opposite direction. So opposite direction of the leg. Okay, climb up. Thread inside, and then you're like, which way do I spin? It's not that way. It's this way. Do you understand? Yeah. And so if you don't get that leg over, it's okay if you wind up like this. But that's the kick up and in that we learned with our ollie, right? And it's okay to wind up here and then go right into that whole sequence that we just learned, right? That's why I teach that first. So then you can just keep going with it. And then the second side, bend the knees, with the leg round. All right, so let me watch you guys so I can spot you, okay?
I kind of am stuck on when you weave the one leg on top of the other, which leg do you take out?
Okay, so let's do that one more time. So let's pause and just do that one part. Okay, facing you. Let's just watch. Okay. So when I kick over, I bend the top knee. My foot has to come on the inside. So my bottom leg is the only one wrapped.
Okay.
So you have to just practice that little thread move.
Yeah.
Go ahead and come in, that way I can guide you.
So I'm here. Are we doing our left leg now?
Yeah, let's all do the same leg.
Left.
Left would be great. As long as it's the same leg.
Okay, then I reach up to my right. And then I
There you go. Pick
spin.
up and in. Pick up and over, Tirza. Yes. There you go.
Okay,
Reach
am
up
I
with the hand home.
spinning to the wrong side here?
No, it's the wrong hand. So this hand is down
Okay.
to the ground, and then
Okay.
this hand is up. Same arm as leg.
So,
Up and over your head.
oh,
Yeah. There you go.
So now we actually.
Yes. Oh wait, no. Come back. Okay. So bend the knee towards me. But the legs have to, this leg stay straight. Yes. This knee comes forward and then through here. It's a
here.
little tricky.
And then you say,
This, yes. Keep going. Lose the handhold. So you have to slide down. Oh, this is fun. This is the circus act.
take the top leg out.
Pull your knee towards me. Bottom leg stay straight. And then get your, bend the knee. Get your foot in here. Yeah. So you have to stay long. So arch, like lift and lengthen. Yeah. Yeah. We'll take that leg out. Yeah. Okay. So, yes, there you go. Now you want to go through, and lose the handhold as you come down. Body stays level with the earth. Yeah. All the way down. All the way down.
So another spin.
Yep. Come all the way down. There you go. Yeah. Hands to the ground. Foot on. Yeah. And then leg up in the air. And then through center.
Right. Oh, and then.
Yeah, and that just is all one smooth motion with time. Yeah, it's a Jedi kick down. Yeah, there you go.
So is that called the Jedi kick after back swan, or what would you
It's-
call that?
Well, I do call it a Jedi kick down, so it's a side spin. It's a side spin into Jedi kick. So when we're here, and this is something that we learned, or we will learn in our acrobatics, is we learn how to spin forward. And this one we're spinning the opposite way, but it's this move. So that's the Jedi kick. So we'll learn that tomorrow. I'd revisit this again. So when we do the same thing forward, just one more time, I will choose this leg. Just choose whatever leg isn't completely sore in the groin. Whee! That is so fun. So when you get the side spins, it's free energy, like truly. You just get this amazing momentum. Okay. Just watch for this one, Shoshana. To do it at the same time might be challenging. So I have to get my leg through, then I spin forward, so it's kind of like a face plant. At the same time, just watch. This hand has to slide down, immediately leg goes up and around. Okay, like we marry.
You have to let go.
You have to let
It's
go.
fun though. It's fun.
Isn't that fun?
Really fun.
Once you get it, you'll be like, oh, that's so cool. Until then, it'll be like, wait, what? Where does the knee go? Where does that go?
So, up there. Reach up high, and then I need to take the bottom leg out.
Top
Well,
knee.
you cross your leg.
Top, no.
Well, first of all, you're facing the opposite direction. So there you go. There you go. Do the sit, because you were reaching up for the sit and spin. Anyhow. Yeah, so I don't mind spending like the rest of our time on this, but it really is, it's kind of like one of those poses that it doesn't yield as high results as the time we invest in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because not many people are really gonna get it.
exactly. You're doing great. So start to release the handhold so your head has to come down towards the ground.
Right.
It's up towards the sky, so keep going. Yes, there you go, leg up towards the sky. Both hands down, both hands forward. Yes, you got it, there you go. And then that'll all smooth out. with
Yeah,
time.
and
then
somehow I'll learn how to move it up so it's high enough on my waist.
It
so that
slides,
it's not
yeah.
tipping me.
So remember, your head has to point down towards the ground because you want to wind up in a forward fold.
And you gotta let go of that ankle.
If your head's gonna go down towards the ground, that is ideal. You got it, that's it. Slide down, get the leg up. Sorry, get the leg up. You don't hold on with your hands. Let your hands slide down towards the ground. Get the leg up and over.
Wait, what was
Hand towards the ground, leg up and over. Leg up and in. Yeah, there you go. Up and over. Yeah, that's my shorthand expression. Up and over. Just like we did with the ollies. Yeah. So sit and spin is a nice alternative, right? And then I'll just show you for fun. And I'll let you come down all the way down. Yeah, there it is. There it is. See, if you stay holding on, you can't just slide down. It's kind of like an elevator down, like those chutes and ladders. You slide on down. Takes a little bit of trust to let go, right? Okay, so the last one, again, this is all gratuitous. I don't really teach these too often, which is why I'm like, oh, I know, it's in the body. It's in there somewhere. I used to do this stuff all the time, and now I'm like, therapeutics are nice. Okay. So then, you can get into this really cool thing where, okay. So, you can, let's see. Oh yeah, and spin. Okay. Spin.
Ah.
Not very pretty at the moment, but you can keep spinning. Kick up and spin. So you can keep going. If you get both legs over. But again, there's no extra points for that. But from here, there's a lot of different exits, basically. Is typically what I like to teach. But yeah, once you get the legs down, it actually looks really cool. Does anybody want to try to kick the legs over and spin? Yeah. Just play with it. If it doesn't go great, it's part of the experiment.
Can you talk through it?
Yeah, can we do the same side as you?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that would be good. Let's all face the same direction. Let's pick the right leg up. And I'll go through this slowly. Hook the leg into standing splits. Plant the left hand down, right arm towards the sky. So we want to be able to do all this really quick. So straighten the top leg. That'll help a lot. Reach behind you. Grab for the swing as high as possible. Spin out to the side. Reach up for the hand hold. Climb up if you need to. Okay.
The right arm?
Yep. Adjust the swing. You can adjust the swing to make it higher on your waist if it's pinchy. It's okay. Kick both legs up and over. And then the same thing where I take the top knee out, unthread it, and then I'm going to hold on to the top of the swing. I'm going to spin around and then kick both legs through center. Spin around, kick both legs through center. Yeah, it's a little much. Yeah, that's the other way.
Oh, I'm going backwards?
Well, yeah. So we need to spin this way.
Okay.
So spin around, kick both legs through center. See how my legs are coming together? Little challenging.
Yeah, so the pivot point was low here, so I wanted up high. Okay.
So just from right here, you sort of pull in your core.
My legs up towards the sky. So this hand, yes. So this hand has to be up high. This one.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So I'm going to help you without stepping on your glasses. Thank you. All right, lift your legs towards me. Yeah, spin around through center. Spin. Yeah. And then again. You're like, do it again. Up through center. Yes, keep going. Up, up, up. It's a little bit of a this and a this at the same time. It's like, what?
It's incredible core strength is what it is.
And I'm like talking through it, and I'm like, just spin around and laughing. Yeah.
It was a really good workout.
It's really fun.
It's a really good workout.
Once you get the momentum of it, you're using momentum. You have to
It's
get,
very gymnast. It's like,
yeah, just lift your legs up over your head.
it's like boys doing those
Rings, yeah,
exactly.
yeah, I know.
And they're like 17.
Yeah, just lift your legs up over your head, and it's like, okay, all right. So that's one of the ones where you have to do that big hike. It's super fun. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, flying side spins and Jedi kicks. That was.
Did we do both sides?
Well, we can do it again. Sure.
Can we do the other
Yeah,
side?
the left leg. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done both legs a bunch of times, but that doesn't mean you have. So let's try it again. Yeah, and I can pop out and help you like I just did. It's no problem. So if you're close, it's always so good to get it on your own. But are you okay back there?
I'm okay, I'm just, taking the time.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to come back.
I got the sensation.
Yes, yeah, I saw it. It was a good one. I saw it. Okay, so we're gonna hook the left leg. Okay, look, you guys are already there. My little eager beavers. Okay, let's talk it through nicely and slow. Standing splits. Plant the right hand down, left arm towards the sky. Reach back behind your bum. Grab for the swing and spin out to the side. Make sure you hop so your foot is directly underneath your hip. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to balance. Reach up, grab for the handhold with the left hand. Okay, first we have to come into our hammock. So one of the things that's really important is that you stay nice and long. So like your body is on the 9 and 3 line here, so you don't fold in, okay? Then we're gonna kick up and over for hammock. So I wanna unthread the top leg, that thing that we learned. And then my free hand is gonna reach for the top of the swing. I'm gonna spin through center, and then kick my legs up and over. And then I can, yes, up and over. Did you do it? Yes! It's really fun once you do it. I know, once you get it, it's like, yeah. These are our flying monkeys.
They are.
Okay.
What do you think about
So-
taking off the leg loops?
Well, yeah, it's fine. Usually I just hold on to it if it's in the way. Okay, so my legs have to kick up and over, so I spin. Get some momentum, bend your knees if you need to. Kick them up and over. So you're clearing the swing. And then it's like infinite spins.
Got it.
You got it? I know.
Hopefully I'll remember tomorrow.
Well, or you just keep practicing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was number 3. It's not even on the sheet because, yeah, again, these are not things I teach anymore. I just found it wasn't time, investment worth. But since we are playing flying monkeys, so okay. Unwind your swing if it's all twisted up. So look up at your daisy chains, and if they're twisted, oh yeah, get them untwisted. Okay, that was exciting. Okay, that's Flex One sequence from beginning to end with all its fun flips and tricks stuff. What I love about that sequence, and so I'm going to just offer this, Petra, for you in terms of, like right now, it would feel really good to stretch my neck, So we could just simply come into our half moon and drop our head. So if we just hook a leg, come through standing splits, walk our hands to the sides, and then bring an arm up overhead or holding on. You don't even have to hold on. And drop your ear to shoulder without doing all those flips and tricks. This could be really therapeutic. Right? So that looks cool, Carol, but I know, you got the neck stretch out of that, that's fine. It's just, yeah. So drop your ear to shoulder, we're in half moon. So you're in standing split. So walk your hands over to the left, both hands over to the left all the way until you get to either 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock. There you go. Now you can reach, yeah, and then drop your ear to shoulder. Yeah, that's it. So we're trying for this, and then you can reach back and grab for the swing or whatever, that's good too. And get a little bit of space in there. So let's bring both hands back down to the ground. We did this earlier when we were doing standing splits into half moon. Switch sides. Take your right hand down. Walk it out. You can even walk it. You don't even have to spin out, right? So we're spinning out to the other side. So I'm going to drop my ear to shoulder. If I hold on, I get an even deeper stretch. So we really want to take time to just let the body go. And even some of these poses that can be more advanced, we can add some therapeutics in there. Does everybody feel how amazing that is? And this is a challenging part of the body to stretch, so we can slow it down and make it really yummy instead of doing all the tricks. But the tricks are fun because once we get the alignment and the physics of the body down, they can be effortless. Until then, we'll work on the alignment. Until then, we'll work on the pivot points. Come on up through angel wings. And now we have a solid half hour for review, and we'll get back into cocoon again before we end today, which is so nice to end with cocoon. We can review anything. Obviously, Black Swan is fresh, and we can keep doing that. Let's kind of minimize, reviewing the flips again because we just did, But from the entire day, or even if it's something that you haven't seen, how should we delegate our time? Happy to go over anything you want. So even though I said we just did Black Swan, let's mix it up. I don't mind doing Black Swan again. It was just a suggestion. Let's we'll do more flips tomorrow. Tomorrow will be half therapeutics, half advanced plus. So we can get into some of the physics of the body tomorrow and do that too. Any burning desires?
Yeah, if I could do two things, it would be doing Black Swan one more time, and it would be doing X Factor.
Okay, great. Are you able to come tomorrow? No. Okay, we're doing X Factor tomorrow, but I don't mind doing X Factor. Does everybody love X Factor? Oh, look at the smiles. Okay, great. And then I don't mind doing Black Swan again too. Is there a specific part of Black Swan?
No, just like to get the flow of it, because you just broke it down really well, and,
Yeah.
and I love learning all the spins and tricks, but now I don't really have the flow in my head anymore, so
Okay.
we just have to go through it.
And I'm going to collect all the pieces so that way I can kind of delegate how much time I put into each one, because I'm happy to do X Factor and Black Swan again. Would you like to see anything or review anything? Yeah? Okay, so X Factor, Black Swan. How about you, Petra? Anything that you'd like to review and see in our time?
Pass me for now.
Yeah, feel free to chime in anytime too.
Yeah.
How about you?
I don't have anything specific in my head, so let's just
Okay.
do X Factor and more Black Swan.
Absolutely. How about you?
I'll follow. All of it's great.
Okay. All right, good. And as we're doing things, if you're like, oh yeah, that, we can do that too. Yeah, there's a lot of different directions we can take it in. So why don't we,
Okay, got mine.
good.
Question. So I really enjoyed working on form today.
Oh, yes.
One transitions to the floor.
Okay, great.